Good morning, everybody. It is Friday and I'm back. I ended up having to work most of the week down in my hometown of Arndal just to help Alex get along. And we've got a couple of other employees who are on sick leave right now, so I'm needed in more than one place. But it was one of those weeks. If it could go wrong, it went wrong. One of the main things that went wrong for us, the white stuff came back. I was supposed to be doing a roof with Alex down in the south, and we just can't do it. It's a metal roof. You're just going to fall off the roof if we're doing anything like that. So put that on pause. We did a few other things, but then a bunch of other things went wrong, and excuse the pun, but it was just a snowball effect. So I am happy to be back. The phone is going on silent. I'm going to check my emails in the evening, and that's it. I just want to get some production done and just have the radio on, listen to Global Player all day, and just enjoy my day. But the plan was to do that roof here. That's not going to happen. The white stuff is still falling, and tonight it's supposed to turn to rain, and a lot of rain. So I can't take the risk. I'm not going to risk touching the roof. And to be honest, I don't even want to do that last old wall either in the rain. I'm going to get cold, miserable, and be inefficient. So why suffer for it? I've got plenty of other things to do, including this. The building is now officially dry enough for me to insulate. I've checked the moisture content everywhere. It is good to go. So I can get the insulation up and plastic. The first thing we have to do though, before we can do any of that, is the plan was to have 300 millimeters of insulation in the bedroom wing in the ceiling. Right now the trusses are only 200 mil, so I need to add another 100 mil. That's a 2x4 on the underside. I'm just gonna screw them up, make sure everything's nice and straight, then I can start to insulate. But it is very, very important that if I put up insulation, I do not leave it as just insulation. It needs to be covered with plastic, because when I leave, the temperature will drop in here, the moisture level will build up in the building again, and then the insulation is going to get wet, which we don't want to happen. So it's quite important that I make sure everything's covered that I do. So the roof is first. It's going to be a long day. Hopefully everything goes to plan, but judging by the week I've had, something could happen. But only one thing to do, and that's get on with it. Let's go. Good morning. I had a rough night. Big storm blew in last night, and at one point I was pretty convinced the old shingles were going to rip off the roof. It was so noisy up here. It was a really, really big storm. There's a lot of damage outside, but luckily nothing to the building, just stuff been blown around. So I'll deal with that later. Right now it's raining and I don't want to go out there. But we made some decent progress with the insulation. I hate doing insulation. It's no carpenter enjoys it. It's a horrible, time-consuming job. So I probably wasn't on my best game and I made a small mistake. Once I got the ceiling all straightened up, I put up the 200mm insulation. I should have thought ahead slightly because the 100mm doesn't have as much rigidity, so it doesn't hold up very well. So if I'd have put that up first and then the 200mm underneath it, it would have been a lot easier. Everything would have held up nice and easy. But you live and you learn. It was a silly mistake, but nothing I can do about it now, and I'm not taking down the 200 again. So when I started doing the plastic yesterday, I noticed it. I put up the 100mm and it was sagging straight away. So I had to rush and get this piece of plastic put up, and I missed a step that I should have done. So whenever we do ceilings, we put up counter battens to help hold up the insulation, and also to fit whatever sort of ceiling we're going to have there. Paneling here is going to go from ridge to wall plate, so I should have thought ahead a little bit and snapped some lines so everything's nice and straight, because once you've got the plastic on, you can't snap lines, and also the insulation's bowing down slightly, so it gets in the way of the chalk line. But you live and you learn. I made that mistake, was tired, and I'm doing a job that I really don't enjoy, but it's got to be done, and the most important thing is it's making a difference. I turn on this heater now. It's on for about 5 minutes and then everything's up to temperature. It is lovely and warm in here. It can be a slight issue when you're working with insulation because you get hot and sweaty and it gets into your pores and you get itchy. And right now there is no shower here, so it was an itchy night as well. But it's an important job and it will make my life a lot more comfortable from now on. So just got to suck it up and get on with the job. As they say, embrace the suck. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's get this insulation done and let's see how far we can get with the walls as well. It'd be really great if we can get some of that done too. Let's get on with the day. Well, as the pouring rain starts again, I can hear it in the background. It's time to call it a day. I've had a pretty short week up here, but I feel like I got plenty done. Roof is done, plastic's done, walls are insulated. There's just one left behind the camera left to do, and that will be done next time I'm up here. I can confidently do these little small jobs in the evening for the last hour, just warming up and getting it done. So I checked with the weather report for next week, and it is saying Mother Nature is going to go in our favour. Fingers crossed. That means I can get up on that roof and get it stripped. We really, really need to prioritise it now. The weather has become so unstable. If I see a break in the weather that's going to last 3 days, I can get that roof done. So that's what I'm watching out for now. Should be mid next week. So that's the plan. Up here on Wednesday, possibly Thursday, and work through until it is done. It's gone pretty well so far. So touch wood. So let's hope that goes well. Anyway, thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. Clearly you have been sharing the channel. Our subscribers is growing steadily, and also the channel's popularity is getting bigger and bigger. So we have now got parties who want to work with us, but please keep sharing. If you haven't subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. It'll be great. Hope you like what I do. It's time to go home. I need a shower. I'm really itchy. So until next upload, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.